questions tag part 2. Number 26. Do you know any triplets? No, I don't. I went to school with twin boys when in primary school. They used to live at the bottom of my street. But no triplets. Number 27. Which is your favourite, Titanic or The Notebook? I would have to say Titanic, because I've never seen The Notebook. I know. I think I'm the only person in the world that's never seen The Notebook, but I've just never fancied it. Number 28. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes. Quite a lot, actually. If I don't make it at home and we have a takeaway, it's usually Indian. George always has korma and garlic naans, and I always have either chicken tikka, jalfrezi or korma, but I always have peshuri naans. I love coconut. What is your favourite restaurant? I love Toby Carvery. I don't know, is that classed as a restaurant? Yeah, it's classed as a restaurant. I think so. Toby Carvery. I'd have Sunday dinner every day if I could. Number 30. Have you ever been to Olive Gardens? No, I've never been to America. I presume that I don't think there's any in the UK. Not that I know of anyway. Number 31. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Not anymore. Since we got rid of the shop, we don't go to them now because we have to hand our cards in, so that's a no. Number 32. What would your parents name you if you was the opposite sex? I've never asked that question. I presume it would be my brother's name since he was born after me, and that was Dean. Where are we up to? 33. What is your nickname? My best friend and George always call me Annie. They're the only ones that get away with it because I don't really like it. But everyone else just calls me Anne-Marie. There were some nasty ones when I was a kid and at school, but no, for nicknames now it's just Annie. Does my head in. 34. My favourite person in the world. I should say my husband really, shouldn't I? Since he puts up with me, but I don't know. My mum just beats the post, I think. Love you, George. Number 35. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? Rural. I like peace. I like nature. That's why I moved away from Blackpool. It's too busy. I didn't like it. Number 36. Can you whistle? Not really. My brother tried all my life to teach me because he could do it, but let's see if I can do it. Oh, I can't move my mouth. No. No. Can't whistle. 37. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No. I have blackout blinds and I need pitch black to go to sleep. George is the same. He even puts his boxes over the skybox for the standby light, the little red light. Even that keeps him awake. Number 38. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No, about 20% of the time. About 50% of the time I don't even get up till dinner time. So that's probably one reason. But another, I can't eat straight away when I get up. Like today I didn't eat anything until 3 in the afternoon. I don't know, I just don't fancy food in the morning. Number 39. Do you take any medication daily? Yes, loads. If you've watched my morning routine video, you would seen all the tablets I take. It's about 13 I take, morning and night. Number 40, what medical conditions do you have? I have asthma, I have back problems, and I got diagnosed with sciatica as well. I did my back in when I was 18, working in a nursing home, lifting, and I had to leave there because it was just getting worse and worse because they never had no lifting machines. Then my dad got, when I was 8, about a year later, my dad got me a job with him on the train station, and they had, I don't know if you've seen them, but they used to be, because they've got new ones now, but they used to be big metal boxes about that size that the ticket machines were on, and had it around me. You had like a long over the neck strap thing, and you had it on your side, and then you just sold tickets and stuff. Well, one night there was a football match on, and I was on the night shift, and the last train going out, all the football fans was piling in, and the police was all around and everything, keeping an eye on, and they said, just let them through, don't check the tickets, just get them on the train, we want them out of here so we can shut up, kind of thing. So we opened the door and hundreds of them just ran, because it was just a small door. They was just running trying to get on the train, because it was just quite a small train as well, and there was a lot of them. We didn't think they'd all get on. And this little girl, all I saw was this man squashed up against the glass next to the door, and it was saying, "Help me, my daughter." And then I saw this little girl, his hand like holding, and this little girl getting trampled on in the middle of the doorway. So I quickly grabbed her, and because I went into the crowd, they all just ran, and they threw me into the air with this little girl, holding this little girl, and I landed on my back. But the machine had moved from the side, and I landed on the machine and went straight into my back, and I've just suffered with it ever since, and it's just got worse and worse. That was a long thing, wasn't it? I suffer from depression and anxiety that you all know about, and as I told you on how I started YouTube, you'll know I have stomach problems from drinking a lot. Number 41. How many times have you been to hospital? Oh, I couldn't even count. It's been that many. My mum said, I remember going when I was about 3. I remember going for a broken finger, and I was in and out loads of times. And when I was older, I asked my mum why was I always in hospital getting my fingers taped up, and she said because you used to sit there, and when you were bored, you'd bend your fingers back like that, and I'd break them. So it was like, alright mum, I'm a weird child then, I take it. Then I've been broke this arm twice. Once I was running down a hill and I slipped on dog poo and I put my arm down and I broke it. The second time my brother pushed me backwards off a chair and I broke it. I remember being on crutches for my ankle. I can't remember if I broke it or not because I was still at school, I know that, because I had trouble getting on the bus because the first step was dead high up. I've had my tonsils out, and I was in hospital for a week from when I was trying to figure out what was wrong with my stomach. I got admitted once for kidney infection because I'd been on antibiotics for 2 weeks and it wasn't getting rid of it, it was getting worse and worse. to the point where it hurt to breathe. So I had to have an IV put in so the different antibiotics could go in. I think that's it up to now. Number 42, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have. I loved it, and I can't wait to see Finding Dory. I have got it on disc. I just haven't watched it yet. Number 43, where do you buy your jeans? I've never wore jeans. Well, tell a lie, I wore them once, and I looked so horrible in them. I never wore them again. Number 44, the last compliment you got was probably before I did this video. I went on YouTube and I saw a lovely comment saying that I was a lovely lady and they loved watching me. So thank you to all my nice subscribers. Number 45, do you remember your dreams in the morning? I'd say 80% of the time I do. Usually if like I wake up and I'm like in the middle of it and I like the dream, I turn my alarm off and go back to sleep so I can finish it off. But yeah, I remember them most of the time. Number 46, your favourite flavour of tea? I love my original tea, but if I haven't got that, I drink green tea. And that's the only two I like, really. I like green tea with mint, but I don't like peppermint one. That's just too strong. 47, how many pairs of shoes do you own? I've never counted them. Off the top of my head, I'd say between 10 and 15. There's not that many, if that's too many. What religion will you raise your children? If we could have had them, we would have raised them Catholic, like us. Because when I met George is Catholic, and before we could get married, I had to be blessed to be Catholic, and then before we could sign to be married, I had to sign that I would raise my children Catholic. Before they'd marry us. So yeah, Catholic. How old was you when you found out Santa wasn't real? He is real. Silly question. No, I was about, I don't know actually. I'd say about 10, 11. But I still believe in him, deep down. Yeah. My dad used to, I found out, because I used to say, people would say, oh, it's not real when you was at school. And I was like, yeah, he is. There was even snow on the floor, footprints to the presents and that from the front door. Because we had an electric fire, we didn't have a proper fire. And then when I was older, my mum was like, no, that was cotton wool, your dad used to do it all. And last but not least, number 50, why do you have a tumbler? I don't know, because I've never had it. Don't even know what it is, to be honest. I know most people have got it, most YouTubers and that, but I've never even looked into it. So thank you for listening, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.